guys, what's up? This is the Nightly Toker, and you're listening to episode 44 of the Puffcast. This actually sounds really, really weird to me right now because I'm using a new set of headphones, so I've got this echo effect. It's kind of weird. I'm just gonna lift one off. There we go. Now it doesn't sound like I'm sitting in a goddamn tunnel. Alright. So we're broadcasting from the desktop from the studio that we're setting up here. One of these days, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to finish setting up all the tunes, all the sound, all the tracks, because there's really no excuse. Because I have decided, I have decided that there's some more changes coming to the Puffcast. I've decided that, you know what, once a week just isn't working for me. And maybe it doesn't have to be an hour. I don't know. I am going to be thinking about it tomorrow and making some changes. And there's going to be more episodes, smaller episodes, and just more content coming at you guys. And because, you know what? I really enjoy doing this. So anyways, to get that out of the way, this is... What day is it? I think it's the 20th? Yeah, it's August 20th. It's a Sunday. It's currently 9:23 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I said I was going to go live at 9:30. I couldn't wait. I had to get going. I had to jump into this and get talking to you guys because I haven't podcasted at all since, Thursday of the following week. Not this last week, the following week. It was crazy. As many of you know, I was talking about doing this mega crazy camping trip, and the Bean... it's our 20-year friendiversary. It was yesterday. So we were going to do this massive, fat cone. And we're going to podcast from the lake. So many things went on this weekend. Oh my god, where do I start? Maybe I should start with getting my new pen here. Because yes, I in fact do have a new vape pen, which I'm super excited about. I got it last Thursday, actually, just after I was done work. I went on over to a local head shop here in my city. I was like, alright, let's just take a look. Let's see what they have. Maybe they'll have something that's not stupid expensive. Because I always find local is just more expensive. Right? Woo! Anyways. But yeah, no, I got a Yokan Evolve Plus. And you know what? It rips super, super nicely. I find... You have to keep a good charge on it, because when the charge starts getting lower, then, of course, you're not maximizing that heat. The coils aren't getting as, to that level that you need it to vaporize nicely. So, yeah, I definitely got to do that. But it rips so well, super smooth. The taste is delicious. I've been hitting this Granddaddy Purple Shatter that I got from our friends over at budzone.ca. Of course, that's Budzone Canada. And, yeah, you know what? Check them out. If you place an order of $150 or more, use coupon code PUFFCAST and get a free eighth of Pink Kush. Check it out, guys. But, yeah, so I got the Granddaddy Purple Shatter in here. I've got the Evolve Plus going to town. It's already super scraped up because I took it camping the weekend, of course. So, is it on? Okay, let's turn the sucker on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say... The only downside of this weekend was that it did rain, and things didn't go exactly as planned. But you know what? That's alright. Let's take a rip. Let's play a little bit of Essential Light while we take a rip. I can't hear shit, can you? There we go. Alright. I'm still super stoned, but let's get into this. Here we go, guys. This one's for you. Oh, I'm good, guys. I swear to God, I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm dying. I'm dying, I swear. Alright, I just need a drink here. Alright, I'm alive. But now it's so hot in the basement. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so you know what? Let's just dive right into this episode. I said I was going to broadcast live from the lake Friday night. Oh my god, my lungs are just killing me. We smoked so much this weekend. Oh. Alright. So, Friday, my wife and I were the first to get there. Within 20 minutes, other good friends got there. We all set up our stuff. We had 3 sites total. Everybody started pouring in. I'd say probably by 3:30 in the afternoon on Friday the 18th there. I started puffing. I started hitting the Evolve Plus here. Hitting the dabs. Taking some fat rips. And yeah, I pretty much didn't stop smoking until last night. This is the rip I just took was the first one that I've taken since about, well, I want to say 11:30 last night. I couldn't take it any today. It was time to pack up. We had to go home. But Friday was stupid crazy. We all got there. The Bean showed up with his girlfriend. We had a couple other friends. And, of course, DJ Inexistent, a good long-time friend of mine. He showed up with his wife. And then the smoking really began. So, one of my wife's friends, actually, I didn't know she really smoked that much. But she actually, I asked her if she wanted to try the Evolve with the Shatter in here. The Granddaddy Purple. She's like, yeah, okay. She liked it. Oh my god. She pretty much, anytime I pulled this sucker out, she was looking at me. So I passed it to her, and she was taking rips too. She smoked a shit ton for free this weekend. But she was enjoying the fuck out of it. So you know what? As long as she had fun, I had fun. Whatever I bring to share with the group. And if I'm not going to do that, I'm going to go off on my own. Because that's just the kind of guy I am. I'm not going to pull out some product and use it. Smoke it, vape it. None of that. Unless I have enough to share with everybody. I'm going to take it off to myself. Because it's like having a pack of gum. You don't pull out a pack of gum and chew one piece. Meanwhile, everybody else is looking at you like, what flavor is that? Because you know they want one. If you don't have enough for everybody, don't bring it out. That's just my philosophy. Maybe it's not yours. You know, especially with weed, it's, you know, supply your own. But when you're in a social group function, I'm the one that set up this camping thing. This camping event. We started it last year. This was year 2 of the camping event, which is now an annual thing. I'm super stoked because it's the first annual thing I've ever had. So I'm super, super stoked that we actually made year 2. Everybody showed up. The group grew by 2. And we just got a lot of us. Oh my god, we got stupid stoned. But, so yeah, Friday night, we all got, the Bean and I and DJ Inexistent, we all smoked so much that it got to the point, because it was cold. It was cold. We just couldn't walk down to the lake because we were at the top of the campground and it goes downhill. The lake's at the bottom. We could have done it. We could have, but we were like, oh, we're all so tired. It'd been a long day for everybody. Everybody pretty much worked and came right up. I was off, of course, but I was up early to pack and get everything together. So, we were all tired. We had smoked so much in the afternoon, so much in the evening. We decided, you know what, we're going to save it for Saturday. So, Saturday morning, we woke up, and I started making breakfast for me, myself, and my wife, and then 3 of our other friends that were sharing the site with us. So, we're cooking some breakfast, getting the day started, and of course, within, I don't know, 15 minutes? Not even. Probably more like 7, honestly. It wasn't very long. We're going to say 7 minutes. I pulled out the Evolve Plus from my pocket. My wife looked at me, she smiled, and then she sat down. I thought for sure she's going to be like, really? Or just kind of give me that look. She was in full support of me just baking out all weekend. Kid-free, stress-free, job-free, responsibility-free. Just do your thing. That's the look that she sent me, which I was just like, yes. So yeah, I started puffing on this fucking thing. And then by probably 9:45, one of our other friends is like, what you got? So of course, I shared. And they're like, not bad. I ended up getting 2 new beginners, first-timers, to smoke with the group. And of course, it was pure, and there's no pressure. If you want to, you can. If you don't, that's all right. Because it's not for everybody. And some people in our group got so stoned that they were just kind of getting a little out of it. A little out of hand, maybe. I don't know. I'm not one to judge, although sometimes I kind of do, and I don't mean to. But You know, it was, but you know what? It was all in all, it was a great time. Let's take another rip here, though. That one was way better, way smoother. My lungs are so sore though. So the cough of death. Ever since I started Chatter, probably like a month ago, a month and a half, I don't know, whatever it was, when our friends at Bud Zone Canada sent it over. You know, ever since then, now I cough on everything, pretty much every rip of Chatter, every rip off a joint, my vape, anything. I'm coughing now. I really, really am. It's kind of fucked, but whatever. I get over it. Even my wife last night said, you know, you're kind of rookie. It was, and everybody laughed, and I was like, yeah. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm bronchial or something. But so we're finishing up breakfast. I haven't stopped vaping. Right, I vaped through lunch, up through dinner. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. Dinner time, everybody kind of came back. Some people kind of went off. The Bean actually had to run back. He had to drive another 45 minutes back to wherever he lives. Yeah, I'm just saying wherever he lives. Obviously, I know where he lives, but I'm not going to say the city, just so he has some anonymity here. He had to drive back 45 minutes to his city to work in the morning. So when he was gone all day, he came back. He's like, all right, let's do this. He jumped right into the vape. DJ Inexistent and I were pretty much hitting the shatter together from about 4 o'clock maybe? 4 o'clock onward. And yeah, we were just taking rips. Everybody was passing around. Some people were drinking. I wasn't. I don't drink. I'm diabetic. I'd rather just take some rips. Use the vapor pen. Use the solo for some herb. Did a little bit on Friday, not so much on Saturday. But yeah, you know what? Just passed it around. Had a good time. I don't need alcohol. That's not my thing. But, you know, we ended up eating. Everybody's kind of doing almost like a potluck thing. We're all vaping. Well, my wife's friend and I, we have the exact same sense of humor. I actually, now that I've smoked with her, I really want to get her on the podcast here. I want to do an episode with her. I'm going to talk to her, actually, after this episode, maybe later tonight, or tomorrow morning. I don't know, either or. I'm just going to see, I'm going to tell her, because she doesn't know I podcast. Not many of my personal friends do. I don't share this with many people. So I'm going to say, you know what? Okay, this is what I do. It's not big. It's not huge. A whole pile of people don't listen, but people do listen. Right? And I think she would be fucking hilarious to bring on the Puffcast. She would be a great guest. And that is one thing that I want to start doing more, is trying to get more guests on. And not just the Bean, you know, our friend Squirrel, DJ Inexistent, you know, just a bunch of different people. So, I'm sorry, I am kind of jumping all over topics. I'm so tired. It's been a long weekend, super long weekend. Nobody got that much sleep. And I'm still so stoned from earlier. I'm kind of in the wind down. My body's just like, oh, we could sleep. My mind's like, not so much. And then, of course, the ADHD just kind of takes us around. And then it's like, squirrel, chipmunk, whoop. Okay. So, back to Saturday. So, Saturday night comes around. And I had packed that cone. We had looked at it. And, of course, it's like fucking 12 inches long. Now, I knew that. I'd read, 5 grams to pack this thing. That's all it's going to take. Looking at this thing, and Bean looked at it, and we're the ones going to fill it, right? It's our weed going in there. Oh, man, it looks scary. Yeah, then, of course, Inexistent, he came over, and, of course, he never smokes unless he's with us, right? He loves to smoke, but he only smokes with us. So he's got none. And I don't expect him to put any on it. We're inviting him to the circle of that one. We're looking at this cone, like, okay, it's going to take so much more weed to pack this thing. And 3 of us? Oh my god, this is like a six-person job. And my biggest thing was the burn-off. So you know where I'm going with this. We did chicken out. We chickened out. It was such a bitch move. We chickened out. Because we didn't have enough weed. There's no way 5 grams would have filled that. Maybe if you maybe you just broke it up by hand, but I prefer to grind, not a full grind. When I pack a cone, I don't want like crazy ground up shit like I'm putting in my vapor. I just want it broken down a bit, but just breaking it down by hand, I don't find it burns as well. I don't. Maybe everybody else will say, "Oh man, that's way better." That's your opinion. That's fine. but I'm just not a huge fan of it. So I grind. And by grinding, well, you condense, right? So it would have taken so much weed, and the burn off was just like, ah. So we packed a smaller one. It held probably, I want to say, because I had an eighth of, what the fuck did I pack in there? Purple Kush. An eighth of Purple Kush, and I put the whole thing in there. It looked so delicious. So, we were going to smoke it last night. However, it was so cold. We did walk down to the lake. The three of us, we walked down there. But unfortunately, the bean wasn't able to really stay. And because he wasn't with us, we decided to not really do the sesh. And because we didn't do the sesh, I wasn't going to do the podcast. Because they were going to kind of go hand in hand. So I do apologize to you guys for the lack of podcasting that I did this weekend. And for not following through on what I was trying to hype up. Because we really wanted to do it. But a joint that big, I think it would have been in over our heads on that one, you know? In over our heads on that one. It was more of to look, hey, look at me. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, we're still going to have to do something good. I do want to get the bean a new piece, actually. Because his birthday's coming up in a very short amount of time. So I want to get him a little something from me for our 20-year anniversary and for his birthday. And just to show him that, you know what, man, I do love you. You've done a lot for me. This is my way of saying thank you, right? So if he listens, he's going to know something cool is coming. But he's not going to know what it is. And I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to wait till his birthday and then go, bah-wah-bah! Right? Something like that. So yeah, we didn't really smoke that cone. But we were all still super stoned anyways. It was still an awesome weekend. Everybody had time, or had the time of their life, I think. And one really cool thing we actually, has anybody ever played Drinking Jenga? Now, you can buy it, I guess, but you can also just look it up online and find different things, or make up your own. And you just put whatever you want. You got to write it down on each brick, okay? So you pull out a brick, and of course you got to put it on top, so you don't see it until you pull your piece out. And whatever it says, you got to do. So it might say, take 2 drinks, or take 2 shots, or down your drink. Give 2 to somebody else. Anybody who doesn't have blonde hair has to take a shot. Anything, right? And you can be as quirky as you want, as crazy as you want, as silly as you want. Well, we turned it into just drinking or smoking, right? So everybody had that option, and a lot of people took the smoking. Then a good amount of people did just drinking, and of course, I think there was somebody who actually wasn't even doing either, which we stipulated was okay. But you have to drink something. They were drinking water. Well, they filled up their bladder pretty fast, and then they had to piss, which is still funny. Because the whole point was just to have fun. We're not going to make anybody feel weird or say, oh, you're not going to drink or smoke, you're not part of the group. No, fuck that. You partake however way you want to partake. There's a way for everybody to have some fun and see everybody else having fun too. So we did 2 rounds of that. It was freaking hilarious. There was one that, because my wife's friend and I, we're the ones that did the game. We set it up and wrote all the pieces and looked up the things and the answers to put on them. One of them was give 10. Now, you can give 10 to one person, and that could be up to them, of course, if they want to take 10 shots or drinks, or you can take drinks and shots to equal your 10, however way you want to do it. And I went for any card or brick. So, with the give 10, it's like, okay, I can't remember who got it, and they looked around the campsite, and okay, you get 1, you get 1, you get 2, you get 1, you get 2, till they hit their 10, right? So it really kind of evened out to a lot of people. So everybody definitely had a good time, and then it's official. That's going to be a staple of our August camping trip every year because it was just so much fun. We also played that game that actually my wife and I picked up on Amazon called Drunk, Stoned, or Stupid. Now, if you've never played that one, there's a judge. You pick a card and just out of the deck, and you read aloud whatever it says, and it could be something like, okay, who is most likely to wake up with a half-eaten burrito in their bed? And then you go around it starts with the person on your left, and then they basically say who they think it is. Everybody does till it gets back to you. Now, you are the deciding factor. You're the judge. So if everybody says, okay, squirrel, and you think, well, no, I think bean, well, you got the final call. Okay? But people also have to explain their vote and their reasoning for it. It was kind of fun. Unfortunately, a lot of the cards looked like they were going to start going to the bean, which made them look kind of bad. Because not everybody sees the bean the way we do. His friends, his close group, right? Just like a lot of people don't understand me, not everybody understands the bean. So, just didn't want him to look like a douche, because there were some new people in the group, and of course his girlfriend had never met most of us, so we didn't want to pick on Bean and make him look worse. But he got some good zingers in on most of us, which was good, and I think his girlfriend likes the group, and just had a good time, which was also the other plus. So, you know what, all in all, super, super awesome weekend. So glad I did it. Good to on the rip, though. Yeah. Let's hit up Essential Light. Whew. All right, guys. Oh, sheesh. I don't know why I always cough so much. With everything now. Everything. Alright, looking at in the inside of my tank here. On my, whatchamacallit, my Evol Plus. Ooh, almost dropped it. That's not good. It's so fucking full of residue. I don't know how to clean this, man, because there's coils down there. If I had known how to do it properly, I wouldn't have fucked up my last pens there. But I don't have a clue. Jesus. It's getting so much. I wouldn't even call it reclaim. It's just shit that's vaporized to the sides because it's this weird tank. Excuse me. But I don't know how to. But not that I'm complaining because I love this thing. I just don't know how to clean it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alright. So, I kind of. Oops. Get back in there, baby. You got a job to do. You gotta get me high. Alright. Pulled that off. Moved it over here. Now it's all over my finger. It's pretty sticky. That's what she said. But, yeah. Alright. Alright. We recovered it. But yeah, I don't know how to clean this thing, so I'm gonna have to do some Googling. But I do, I'm definitely gonna be doing a review of this Evol Plus on a new video or new episode tomorrow of Because I Puff, which is typically a 420 cannabis friendly website. So we're going to kind of feature the pen actually, because it's still, you know what, it's still 420 related. I'm going to go with it. In my show, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But for now, we're gonna. I'm high. A little bit. Plus I still was. Kind of. But, jeez, my lungs are just fried, man. So fried. Because we ended up packing it, excuse me, close to midnight last night. Which is a little early. It was the last night. We all wanted to go late. But we're all so tired. Because we'd all been just going so hard. And everybody had so much fun. It wasn't just about smoking and drinking. It was just about socializing, seeing our friends, eating junk food, and just having a good time. And everybody was like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this, right? And I love the fact that something I helped create is now something that everybody is looking forward to, right? It's become that thing where, you know what, we just relax. And everybody knows the Nightly Toker's always got some good stuff to smoke. Which is one of the reasons why one of my friends, his boyfriend, was like, you know what? I'll try. Excuse me. He was willing to try the Shatter. I'm like, you know what? If it's your first time doing anything, let's just set you off with, or start you off with some purple candy in the Solo Airizer. Just some nice leaf from Bud Zone Canada. So, yeah, he tried that. And, yeah, he got a little bit. Not really much. So then a little bit later, he wanted to try the shatter, and he did take some huge rips. He was trying to smoke on it throughout most of the night on Friday, a little bit on Saturday, and he still had nothing. So, some people, their first few times, they really experienced nothing. My wife was the same way. She had nothing. Probably the first 6-7 times of smoking, and she was fully inhaling. She's not a smoker. She never smoked cigarettes, nothing. But I could watch her, and she pulled it into her lungs, held it, exhaled it. She had the taste, the volume of smoke that I would expect, in order to really get a decent hit. And even she had nothing on her first, 6 or 7 times. So some people are just like that, which was kind of sad because he was like, I was really hopeful. But he said, he hates the smell of burning flower. The vape, completely different. The shatter, miles apart from anything you'd ever know. If you've never done it, seriously, go and experience it. If you have means to get access of a supply that is safe, definitely. I really don't recommend just buying from a corner dealer, somebody selling, and you don't have anybody to vouch for them. You need to know your source. You really do. Do I know where my stuff is grown when I buy it from Bud Zone? No. But they do, and I trust them. I have that rapport with them, and with any of the dispensaries that I do deal with, right? It is essentially a leap of faith, but I've smoked, everyday stuff from other people. Some of it's really good, for sure. Some of it's really good. But then I smoked something straight from a dispensary, and, miles apart. The quality from a dispensary strain is so much better, and it's cared for, and that's why my friend was like, because it is from a dispensary, I trust you, right? He trusts me and my source, which is Bud Zone. I trust them to work with growers who know what they're doing, right? It's, in a way, it's really not a leap of faith. It's just putting your faith into something and knowing what you're doing and knowing who you're dealing with, right? But if really all you can get is a cheap little baggie from some dude, some sketched out situation, you know what? Good luck. Hope it works out. I don't recommend it. I don't. But yeah, so it was kind of sad that my buddy wasn't able to get anything off it. But I hope it doesn't deter him from trying again. There are other products out there, and maybe the next time, trying some leaf, maybe his receptors will kind of accept it more, and he'll get some THC. And he'll be able to go for a bit of a trip. Not a trip. An elevated experience, I should say. An elevated experience is really where you want to be. Because if you're really tripping out on pot, then either you have something that is just complete shit, or you're just really very low tolerance. So just a little bit and you're fucked, right? I say a lot. I notice that when I listen to my episodes that I do say a lot, and I do apologize for that. It's not very professional. But let's face it, I'm not professional. This show, it's not professional. This show is whatever I make it. Every day it kind of changes. I try to keep a general feel. It goes wherever it goes. But hey, you know what? Who's complaining? If you're complaining, then you're just not going to listen. If I'm complaining, then I should just shut up. And let's just take another hit. Let's do it. Because it's puff time. Oh. Whew. Alright, guys. This episode was brought to you by my friends in the sky. I don't even know where I was going with that. Everything I smoke, I smoke from Bud Zone. Budzone.ca. Check them out. Coupon code PUFFCAST will get you a free eighth on orders of $150 or more, and you get free shipping on that same order. Loads of different products. Go show them some love. And, of course, some of the little goodies. If you check our Twitter feed, you'll find a whole pile of cool stuff. But the last tweet we put up there, the boys over at TMP Naturals sent us a care package with some growers books, some paper, actually tons and tons and tons of papers. I think they sent me about 10 or 11 different packs of their own paper line that they have. So you know what? I think I'm gonna turn around that love and distribute some of those to some people for some contests that I'm gonna be coming up soon. And of course, they sent me over some little containers, some little dab caps, tons of stickers, some cool gear, some High Times magazines, which is cool. I've never read one. I've always wanted to. I didn't really know where you can get it. So you know what? It was kind of neat. Very cool how they sent that out. Show some support for them. TNBNaturals.com. Anybody who's a grower, or if you know a grower, send them to TNB Naturals and let them know I sent you. The Puffcast. And of course, as always, we don't have Lola on this laptop, or this computer. But Lola might just be retiring anyways. So be sure to follow the Puffcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Massroots. You can find us elsewhere, but they're not really active. Twitter, Instagram, and Massroots. That's pretty much where I'm at. And of course, on YouTube. And as always, you can find the Google. Yes, you can find the Google. The Puffcast podcast right on Google Play Music. Alright, and as always, on Spreaker.com. So I just want to say thank you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope you've followed it through and it hasn't been too crazy. I've enjoyed doing it. And just stay lifted, keep smiling. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.